guys, it's Glenn from glenscarcollection.com. Just got the S2000 back. Very expensive repair and some maintenance while I was there. So if you just watched my video, what does it cost to maintain an Acura NSX? I just spent $4,500 24 hours ago on the NSX. After I got the NSX with all that stuff done and watched that video and I get into detail what was done, took it for a good long ride because it was going in winter storage. Usually store the cars about December 1st. I figured since it's already November, it'll be December 1st in a couple weeks. Might as well put the NSX in the storage now and take this car. So when I bought the Audi R8, I didn't have room at the house. I put the S2000 on storage for a couple weeks. Figured I'll drive the NSX. The NSX needed a repair and a service, so I was going to get that done. The S2000 in storage, drive the R8 around, the 911, that kind of stuff. So I didn't need to drive the S2000 right then. Store it for a month and then bring the NSX. The NSX was had all that maintenance done and repair done, so I brought it into the warehouse. I figure only 2 weeks early, might as well just put it in storage. It's perfect now, everything I just had done with it. So let me take the S2000 out. Maybe one of the last couple times you can drive it with the roof off before it gets too cold. We're probably about 4 weeks away from snow here and so on the road, so we might as well do it now. All the loud cars are here today. But so the S2000, took it out of storage, just driving 5 miles home. Figure I'll drive it this week because it seemed like a decent week. Maybe there were a couple days I can drive with the top down. On my way home, which is 5 miles from the storage facility, I smell like a burning smell. First I had like a kind of a vibration that came through the car, and I said, oh, and then I smelled something on the way home. I thought I was behind a smelly truck, but the burning smell was actually me. I pulled into my driveway and I saw smoke coming up from under the hood. I opened the hood up and all this smoke is coming out. It looked to me that it was coming from the pulley and maybe the belt, like maybe a pulley went and the belt went, but I wasn't so sure. I didn't want to take a chance. I had to do some stuff for work that day, so I just called the tow truck and towed it to the Honda dealer. Usually I'll take it to a S2000 specialist, but because there was smoke under the hood, I didn't want to drive it anywhere and make it worse. So I said, you know what, tow truck to the Honda dealer because it'll cost me more to fix it, but they'll know exactly what was wrong. So the bill is $3,122. Now, while I was there, I did some preventive maintenance. So when I bought this car, I had the dealer put on new tires for me before I bought it, so I got the Pilot Sport 4S's. Not long after I drove the car, the battery was dying, so I installed a battery myself. I think I did a video on it, how to install it. It was like $100 or $150 from the an OEM battery from Honda. I installed it myself. Very, very easy to do. Now, with this smoke, and the car wasn't overheating, everything was fine. I was watching my gauges, so there should be no damage, anything. I was guessing it was a pulley and a belt. So the Honda dealer called me, and it was. So the AC compressor went and took out the belt with it, and that was the burning rubber smell. And the compressor is pretty expensive. So while I was there, typically, I would do my own oil changes or brake fluid and stuff like that. Since they're already there for that repair, and I don't want to spend a Saturday doing it myself, all right, change the oil, do the trans fluid, do the brake fluid, all that kind of stuff while I was there. It really wasn't due for it, but I always change the fluids. So this is why I'm kind of resetting the clock and starting from scratch. Now, when I had a salary real estate job years ago, I started on commission, then went to a salary management job. Now I'm back as a commission commercial real estate broker. When I had a salary, I would try to do all the work I could myself to save money on repairs and costs for the cars because there was no way for me to make more money. I was on salary. Now that I'm on commission, I learned many years ago, rather than try to save $100 here, $100 there, I'm better off building my real estate business so I can get a $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 commission and pay for everything with money left over, rather than spend a day trying to save $100. It really doesn't make sense. When you're on commission, you'll have some expenses, but you should use all your free time to try to generate income. So that's what I do. I learned that a long time ago. All right, so while I was there, so let's go over the cheap stuff first. While I was there, they had to get parts for the AC compressor and everything associated with it. So I said, while it's there, do a brake fluid. I have the service records from day one. I'm sure it's been a while since it's done. Brake fluid is usually every 2 years. I know on Porsches, I'm not sure for Honda, so it made sense just to do it. So I had them replace everything but the air filter because I have a K&N filter. The cabin filter they replaced, brake fluid. What else did they do? Transmission fluids, all that stuff. Might as well reset the clock. I just bought this car in February, so not even a year. Now the expensive stuff with the smoking, they had to get the compressor, the part. I use genuine Honda parts. This car has gone up way in value. It's a collector car, so you can't go wrong using Honda OEM parts, so I did. So the compressor itself, just the part, is $1,223. The belt, $119. Again, I'm sure I could get it cheaper, but I use Honda parts. The clutch set for this is $441 for the compressor. Solenoid and coil is $190. Freon, $43. So that was the bulk of the repairs. And then the oil change was cheap, so that wasn't very expensive. And had them replace the cabin filter as well. So just the compressor repair with the belts and all the parts associated, the clutch associated with that, it was about $2,400. And then I said do all the fluids and all that other stuff, and an oil change, transmission fluid, brake fluid, plus $200 in tax here. So $3,122. So let me say, this is my third S2000. And so I have many years and tens of thousand miles driving S2000s. I don't think I've done anything but oil changes and just required maintenance. So this is the first actual repair. That's how reliable these cars are. Now, my car only has 33,000 miles, just hit 33,000 miles. Should that go? Well, it's not really going by mileage, that compressor is going by time. Remember, this is a 2004, so it is a, 17-year-old car. It's 2021, almost 2022. It's 17, almost 18 years old, so stuff's going to wear out. So it would have gone sooner or later. Thank God I had to get back home to do stuff, so I only drove 5 miles from the warehouse to my house. If I had taken an hour or 30-minute mountain road trip like you see in my videos, I probably would have got stranded somewhere, and God knows, maybe something catches on fire or overheat. So it worked out perfectly. I was at my house. So I could have saved certainly $1,000 by going somewhere else. It probably could save me more than that it did to myself. Really didn't have the time to do it, and this is a collectible car, which may go up $10,000 or $15,000 over the years. So spending an extra $1,000 to do it right with the service records, with a Honda dealer doing it, I think was the right thing for me. Now, if this car had 200,000 miles, ripped seats, had only 5 VIN tags, could have been in 3 accidents, and it wasn't stock at all, and lowered 1 inch to the ground, I probably would have done remanufactured parts or the cheapest parts possible. But when you buy a car that's in really good condition, you should keep it in really good condition. It's always better, in my opinion, to spend a 10 grand extra for a lower mileage car. You'll have less repairs, than save 10 grand and get a 150,000 mile car, put 10 grand into it, and then you're still going to sell it as a $150,000 car, so you really lose that 10 grand. Here, the car should appreciate more than this $3,000 and cover all my expenses. All right, so it was expensive 24 hours, so I spent $7,600 in 24 hours on 2 super reliable cars. And this was a repair. The NSX, you can see most of that was just preventive maintenance. So get all the maintenance done to keep your car functioning like new. All right, guys, let me know what you think. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Do that in every single video. Comment. Comments help me, and likes, comments are really what drives the YouTube algorithm, all right? So make sure you like every video and make any kind of comment, even if you just say, hi, Glenn. If you're already a subscriber, hit the notification bell so you don't miss the video. And obviously, if you're not a subscriber, you watch this long, you should be. So thank you for hitting that subscribe button. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time.